Hello, welcome. Today I want to do a yoga video. I just got home from work and I wasn't quite the perfect yogi with the Zen beliefs today. I expressed my opinions a little too much, so I really need some yoga. So I want to today do the first half approximately in sitting, and then I really want to spend time standing. So we're going to do it standing supported. So grab either a countertop or a chair. It might be good to have some hard surface on both sides if your balance isn't quite well, because it does get annoying to pause and then turn your chair around, turn you around, or cue in without being able to see the screen. I will do the best I can. Come and join me. If you're more comfortable with just the sitting portion, it is your routine. You can do all the standing stuff back in sitting, or you can just repeat the start of it. Thank you. Come up to sit. So let's start by sitting tall. My toes are not seen on purpose just because I don't want to decapitate my head later. I'm putting my speaker closer to you and away from me. So sit up nice and tall. Feet are firmly planted on the ground. Your ankles are below your knees. Your knees and your hips are aligned, or you can sit on a pillow or something to raise your hips just a little bit off. I want you to wiggle your toes, lift them up, and then individually place them, if you can, back onto the ground, and then lift up your inner arches of your feet. Grip your toes into the ground so you get a little bit of sensation. If you have bunions, this would be the good time to work on straightening that toe and then gripping so the proper part of the muscles will work. So going from there, if you're sitting on stuff that shouldn't be sat on, lift them up inside. Use your pelvic floor muscles to lift them up. I always blush at this. I'm going to call it your elevator from now on. It's like a sex ed class when my kids had to learn all that stuff. Belly into spine. Elongate your trunk. Elongate your neck so you sit up even taller. Take the roundness out of your shoulders by bringing them back, opening up the front of your chest wall, and now bring your shoulders down. Take your chin and make it straight back as if you're sliding it on the top of a table, balancing your ears over your shoulders, shoulders over hips. And now let's just try to take a second and rest. Breathe. Figure out now, like, why are you sitting like this? What areas do you want to get out of this? Is it just for mobility? Is it for a mental sanity like today for me? Is it more calming? I'm working on my Spanish and I'm telling my Spanish speakers at work my heart is hurting because I was feeling a little non-grounded. So inhale, lift your arms to the sky. Exhale, lower them back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower one arm down. You can place it on your chair for support. Let it dangle or pull your fingertips closer to the ground. Your upper arm, I'm going to have you lean over. The belly's in the spine. Armpit first up to the ceiling and then over. I don't want any kinking in your trunk, so remember you want to lift first and then over. Rotate your shoulders a little bit so that your chest wall is parallel to the screen that you're watching this with. Let's just take a few minutes to breathe. Bring your shoulder away from your ear. If your shoulder's getting tired or you have sore, you can just drop it down. You can look up at that hand, or you can look down at the ground. Inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale, lower the opposite arm now. bring your armpit up to the sky, and then go the other way. Remember to keep your shoulders away from your ears. No rotation in your spine. We're working on those flat plane motions only. And we're going to hold here for a while. Hopefully about the same time we held with the other one. Inhale, raise your arm up to the sky. And exhale, bring one arm forward and one arm back. And hold here and breathe. We want our knees facing forward, our hips facing forward, our shoulders and our chest. We're trying to get over one of our legs, shoulders away from ears. Pull and force into your fingertips. Feel the strength. Belly into spine. Lift your parts off the chair. Let's work on those inner feet muscles as well. Inhale, bring your arms back up. Exhale, opposite arm forward, opposite arm back. Shoulders away from ears again, down your back. Keep your knees facing forward. Rotate and twist using your stomach muscles. Feel the power through your fingertips. Inhale, back up. And exhale, cactus your arms out like a sororo, or where I grew up, like we're being robbed. And lift your chest up. Protect your neck by bringing your chin down towards your chest as you arch your backwards. Protect your spine by lifting up and over. Lift your elevator, abdominal into spine. Breathe. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, place them down on your thighs. Roll your chin towards your chest and come down to a little ball, trying to get your head close to your thighs or your knees. And hold here. Just breathe. Allow the weight of your head to kind of loosen your spine and your low back. I'll call you up in 2 breaths. Fantastic. Inhale, slowly roll yourself up. Head and neck are the last. And exhale. Inhale, lift your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll them behind you and down. Let's repeat the same thing again. Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Go with your own breath to movement. That's what yoga is. Don't race yourself. Don't slow down for me. Do what's right for you. Inhale, drop one arm down. And exhale over to the side. Let's hold for a few. I'm already feeling a little bit calmer. I hope you're feeling better too. Just at peace, relaxation. Inhale, lift your arm back up. Exhale, opposite direction. We're going to hold here just like the other one. A few. Watch your posture. Belly into spine. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, one arm forward and one arm back, and hold there. Shoulders away from your ears, down your back. Use your stomach muscles to pull you around. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, swap arms. And again, use your stomach muscles to pull you around, belly into spine to save it. Knees are facing forward, shoulders away from ears. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, tuck your chin. and go backwards, belly into spine, parts are lifted. Hold there for a minute. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, lower them to your thighs. We're gonna nice and slowly roll down again. Stay at the bottom. I'm gonna bring my legs out a little bit more so I could try to get my belly closer to my chair, trying to get my head a little bit closer to the ground to add some traction onto my spine, right? So inhale, exhale, slowly chin down, roll into a ball. When you're at the bottom, just relax. Use your hands on the ground to support yourself if it's needed. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. I'll count you back up. When you're ready, place your arms back, your hands back onto your thighs. Inhale and slowly roll yourself back up. Vertebrae over vertebrae. Head and neck are the last things to come up. And then exhale. Inhale, shoulders lift to your ears, and exhale, round them and down your back. So at this point, we're going to come up to standing. You're more than welcome to continue here and repeat that same flow. If you want to stand, obviously you're more than welcome. If you want to do it in sitting, my thought is mainly if you keep your legs a little bit further away from you so you get the stretch in your thighs. That's kind of more what I'm after right now than the sitting. So it's your workout. Actually, all of us are going to do one thing together and then we'll get to standing. So come to the edge of the chair, belly into spine, parts are lifted, ground your feet super well into the ground, clutch your toes to the ground, lift your arches up, shoulders away from your ears and down your back. You can use your hands on your thighs, your chair. You could swing your arms. I'm going to have us stand on up and work on a little bit of a chair pose. We want our behind back as if we're in a stool, not falling forward feeling. So I'm bringing my feet quite a bit distance in front of me so that I have a place to rock. I'm going to do it this way. Save your neck though so you can see your, the screen. Inhale, arms up to the sky, and exhale. Drop your hands wherever you're comfortable. Let's come on up. You can put your arms crossed. You could hold the chair. You could put them up. Belly into spine. We want to be able to see our toes where they are. Oh, I just fell. Luckily that chair was right there, huh? Come on back down as well. Inhale, lift our arms up. Exhale, lower your arms down. Same thing again. Come on up. Holding, holding, holding. I can't go any further for my mirror. Hold, hold, hold. Breathing. Belly into spine. Parts are lifted. Shoulders back. And slowly lower down. We're going to do one more. Sound good? Inhale, lift your arms up. And exhale. Bring your hands wherever. Come on up. Holding. Remember, our knees are behind our toes. We want to save our feet, our knees, everything, hips. Hold, 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 hold. Slowly lower yourself down. Now, either stay seated or come up with me. I'm going to angle myself more this way for a lot of it because what I need to do is really stretch out the backs. So, inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale. I'm placing my hands on my chair back. I'm stepping back as much as I need to, and I'm lowering straight back belly into spine, parts are lifted, hinging at my hips, and I'm going to rest here. What I want to do is try to flatten out my back, or even try to sink my chest closer to the ground like I have a bowling ball between my shoulder blades. You can lower further down to the ground. You can touch your toes, watch your safety. And we're just going to rest for a few minutes. Just breathe. At this point, I'd like to try to lift a heel, back down, other heel, back down. Feeling a little bit of motion. Beautiful. Inhale, stretch last time. And exhale, bend your knees. Slowly help yourself back up, rolling up vertebrae for vertebrae. Pull on to something if you need to. And come on forward. So with our balance, we're going to work on our hips. Our feet are below our hips. That's the main thing. I still would like you to lift your arches just a little. Sometimes it'll throw off balance. So I don't want you to be thrown off. I just want you to engage your feet. So do a little bit. Inhale, lift both arms, one arm, no arms, up to the sky. Hold here if you're able. Stand up nice and tall. This is called a mountain pose. What our goal is to stand tall, engage the behind muscles so you're straight, belly, like I said, into spine, so we don't really have an arch. Close off the rib cage, lower it down if you feel like you're overarching your upper back. Shoulders away from ears. You can do whatever for your shoulders, we don't want them damaged. Inhale and then exhale, bring them to heart center. Let's take now our hands over here, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Widen your steps so that you are not in a tightrope. So we want still underneath our hips. If you're like me and most people, when you take 1 foot forward, you kind of cross it in front of the other. Pull it out. Keep both heels on the ground, belly into spine. This would be our warrior one if you lift your arms, or if you keep them down, it would be called like a modified warrior one. It's your pose, you do what you want. The point for us is to be feeling more relaxed, and as my voice is going slower and slower, you can tell it's helping me. So belly's in the spine, we don't want an overarch. Shoulders away from ears, we want that openness of that proud feeling. Chin is back, so our ears can balance over our shoulders. And we're feeling maybe a humongous stretch on the calf on the back leg. If we tighten our stomach a little bit more, we'll feel a stretch on the front of our thigh. Enjoy that feeling. It shouldn't hurt. So if it is, narrow your stance. Prop your hand if you need to. Inhale, lift the arm opposite of the front knee. And let's go on over. Let's keep stomach tight in the spine. Shoulders, no rotation, so your chest again stays parallel with whatever screen you're watching. And breathe into the area. Good. Inhale, bring your arm back down. And exhale. Let's swap legs, nothing fancy. I want you to spend a few moments, get yourself out of that tightrope walk. Feel what it feels like now. Keep both heels down so that you feel a stretch in your calf. This is why I'm standing, because my calves are feeling a little tight, a little irritable. So belly's into spine. We want to take out that arch in our back, so we want to rotate our pelvis a little bit forward. Not so much that we're tucking under, we just want the neutral. We want to feel the stretch here and the calf muscle on the back. Elongate your spine, open your chest wall again, showing some pride, and then take your chin and bring it way back over your ears. And let's hold this. If you want to feel a more stretch, you could bring that front leg forward more and really go deeper. You could also lift your arms. My shoulders have done enough. It's my practice. But I could work on my posture. Let's bring the arm now with an inhaling. Lift that opposite arm to the leg that's in front and rotate on over. Shoulders away from the ears as well. Belly into spine. Whoops, my elevator needs to be lifted. Is that TMI? Probably. That just shows that we could all have to focus. We're gonna just hold here for a minute. And hold, right? Chest remains parallel to the ground. And let's come on back up. Bring your feet underneath you again. How are you feeling? I'm going to turn so you can see me again. What I'd like to do is practice like we did in the chair, or well, I should say out of the chair. We're standing. Make sure again you're not in that tightrope walk. Belly's into spine. Lift your elevator, shoulders away from your ears. Elongate yourself so you feel like you're inches taller. I'm going to hold the chair. Inhale and then exhale. I'm dropping my behind back and keeping my knees behind my toes as well. And for me, I'm wiggling my toes to make sure that I have no weight in them, because I want most of my weight mid-foot or back. And then I'm placing my toes back on the ground, trying to ground them, engage them, strengthen them. Inhale, come on back up. Those are so hard, aren't they? Let's do it again. Inhale, stand up nice and tall. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You could modify by, just a little bit. You could enhance it by going a lot further than I am. The important part is if you're coming to sitting, watch your chin. Make sure it stays balanced. Inhale and exhale, drop on back into your chair pose. And let's hold a little bit longer. Let's make sure we breathe. Belly into spine. We don't want an arch here. We don't want to feel it in our back. If you feel engaged to lift your arms up, forward, crossed, it's your call. Inhale, rise on up. And exhale. I'm coming forward again. Most people, when you think of yoga, you instantly think all like tree pose and all that. So let's do that. Then we're going to get back in the chair and finish as a group. Place your feet now solid on the ground. I'm lifted my heels a little on purpose to re-engage my toes, and I do have a bunion, so I wanted to kind of nudge it so it's straight ahead at this point in time. Elevators lifted, belly into spine, shoulders down and away from your ears, chin is back. Pick a leg, you're going to stand on it. Our goal is not to have any motion on the standing leg side. So what I'm saying is I'm going to lift this leg. I don't want to lift it by putting this leg out. I want this hip nice and solid. Let's bend the standing leg's knee just a smidge though, so we're working the muscles and we're not just locking bone on bone. Inhale and exhale. Place the sole of the foot that you want either on the ankle bone, so your foot is on the ground touching and helping support you, up on your calf. You can grab it and put it on your opposite thigh. And we're just gonna hold. Check your balance, check your focus. The easiest way to focus is find something to stare at. That's called your drishti. If you stare at one spot, chances are better. I never do that because I always spy. When we take yoga class, I'm like horrible. So I either have to close my eyes or I just fall out of every pose. So at this point in time, if you want to take your own tree, bringing your arms wherever you want or touching on, you're going to just hold the pose. You can bring your hands to the center. What I'd like you to do though is stand up nice and tall on your standing leg. Rotate out the leg that's propping. You're going to hold for one more breath and then bring that foot down. Excuse me. Sorry. I guess I'm allergic to trees, huh? Bring your feet now underneath you again. Place them hip width distance. We're going to work on now keeping our standing leg firm, no jutting out the hip. Bring the other leg, let's micro bend that knee just a little bit. Bring the other leg onto your ankle bone so you're propped on the ground, up on your calf, up high. And just find a solid spot. Belly into spine, elevators lifted, shoulders away from ears, chin is back, and figure out your balance point. Rotate the knee back behind you. That is doing the tree pose part. I guess we're doing the whole tree, huh? Find a spot so you're calm. We're going to hold for a few more breaths to even out what we've done on the other leg. Good. And let's bring that leg down. Shake it out. Take a moment to bring yourself back into the chair. Or if you want a final thing standing, it's up to you. I'm resetting myself. I'm going to take a moment to be grateful for my chair. Thank you, chair. I want to take a moment just to thank you before we kind of salute out. That I absolutely, definitely needed to work out with you today. If it wasn't for you doing videos with me, I would have just taken my work anger home with me, but instead I thought I'm just going to drive carefully home and I'm going to do what I love to do is my yoga. So thank you, I appreciate it. So with that, let's inhale, raise your arms to the sky, and exhale, lower them down. Inhale, lift them up. Clasp your hands together and exhale. So you just kind of rock side to side. Inhale, lift them up. And exhale, bring your palms to each other, down at your heart. The backs of your thumbs go into your chest bone go into your thumbs. Feet are engaged on the ground, arches are lifted. The belly and the spine, elevators lifted, shoulders away from your ears. Chin is back so your ears are over your shoulders. Take that time for yourself. I'm going to sign off. This is your Savasana. This is the time that you take for yourself. Find something to be grateful for in this different environment, this unique environment. I am grateful, I'm very thankful for you to give me a purpose in life. I appreciate you from my open heart to yours. Namaste. I'm going to sneak on out and let the music go a little bit longer. Even when I end, stay as long as you need.